Alright, so the Old Republic cinematics, when they debuted around 2009, 2010, they completely breathed new life into Star Wars that has never gone away. When people point to what they always hope Star Wars can one day be, they always point to the series of cinematics that were developed across the decade for Star Wars, The Old Republic, the MMO. Now, the MMO is not really for me. I tried it all those years ago in 2011, and I realized MMOs were not my thing, and that's okay. I've always tried to appreciate the story from an outside perspective looking in, and that's always worked for me, and I've grown to still appreciate the characters where I've been able to over all these years. But what just kind of blows me away is that we're still getting new cinematics for The Old Republic all these years later, in 2022 even. I really thought what we got in, I don't know, I think it was 2018 maybe, was the last of them, right? With Valen and that whole cinematic when she turns to the dark side. But now, here we are with Disorder. And I mean, as we now are well over 10 years past the original release of the MMO, this could very well be the final cinematic for Star Wars The Old Republic. And I just didn't want to take this for granted. I set up my TV here. The lights are turned down for this. And, you know, these cinematics have meant so much to me over the years. I remember the Hope cinematic with Satele Shan and Jace Malcolm and their ambush against Darth Malgus on Alderaan. That cinematic was one of the first things that I played on my first ever big desktop computer, which was a 27-inch iMac, like back in 2011. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget the impact that these cinematics have had on me and the Star Wars community as a whole. So I am really looking forward to what they've developed. This is 6.5 minutes long. I'm not going to be playing the DLC that it is promoting, but man, Darth Malgus is in it. He's got a new rebreather on. I think this might be post a lot of the events of the game, obviously, but for me, more importantly, also the book, which followed, you know, Aaron Lanier and Zirad Kor as they hunted down Darth Malgus, essentially, and that was a really crazy book. So anyway, I just really kind of wanted to pour out my love, again, from an outsider looking in to the Old Republic era. I've always just, you know, yeah. All right, well, this is pretty cool. So here we freaking go, man. Let's get started. I'm keeping the lights off.
Focus, Sahar.
I did it! Did you see? Wow.
I know it is difficult to accept, but the Force has chosen you.
Oh my God.
Destroy this machine and all records of it.
Yes, Master Moore.
Oh my God. Oh! Oh!
Go now.
Oh my God.
of the Force to some and keeping it from others.
Sahar! Don't listen to him!
How many were left behind so that the Jedi could play God?
Malgus getting slammed into a wall again. Oh my god, this is incredible.
Well done, Logan. Now give it to me.
You could have saved my brother.
What?
Was I chosen by the Force? Or you?
Now's not the time.
Do you know what it is your master just destroyed?
Sahar, listen to me.
A machine built to find those the Jedi didn't deem worthy.
Silence! Give it to me. Now, Padawan!
It's not too late. Give me the plans.
No!
We can still find your brother.
I've only ever protected you. You must trust me.
What just happened? Oh.
Very well.
Sahar. I'm sorry.
All your life you've been in a cage, Padawan. When you're ready, break free.
God, that looked so expensive. Wow. That's an ad. Not signed in on the TV. So, I'm not familiar with either of the other two new characters, one of whom just very swiftly died, the Jedi Master. But obviously Malgus, oh my god, so iconic. The best he's ever looked, probably. Fully modernized. I mean, eyes so yellow, they're just red now. That was amazing. I'm gonna watch it again so I can try to get a little bit more of a grip on exactly what that device was for locating Force users, because the Jedi were not all great. And that's something that not, you know, the prequels and the Clone Wars especially hone in on, but it's important to note. It isn't just the failings of Anakin Skywalker that are the responsibility of the Jedi Council. There's a fundamental flaw to holding yourselves above other beings. And that's always been something that has always struck me as semi-screwed up about the Jedi Order. Kids taking it in, you know, at a very young age, when they're infants, when they're toddlers, to be inducted into the Jedi Order if they're highly Force sensitive, and then just leave their family behind, leave their siblings behind, like they are dirt, like they are less special. You don't get to grow up with them, you don't get to know them. Yes, they can come visit the temple from time to time, but you're not really allowed to have attachments or a relationship or be a person. The Jedi, with their reputation over millennia, they became something that was super special to do, right? Have your child taken into the Jedi. It's like your child being chosen to become a god, right? That's kind of what many of these planets, people kind of viewed it as. But what happens in situations like this? I think this is so cool. I think this is so unique. This is so inventive for Star Wars, and it's something that I wish we can see more of in new original stories. How cool and simple of a concept is that? For a whole premise that could be a whole film or a whole series, the Jedi are not always great. What happens to the other sibling that gets left behind? I mean, there is just already instantly so much emotional gravity established in this one cinematic. It's incredible. And that, to me, is what always made these cinematics, even without playing through the MMO yourself, so powerful, is the emotion that they're able to invoke in just 5 to 6 minutes every time without fail. And this was yet another example of that. Now, this is cool because, if I'm not mistaken, this is a story now taking place, I believe, after the final defeat of Vitiate. So, as far as I know, and I'll have to check the timeline, I'm not sure, maybe this takes place before, but the Emperor should be gone. Finally vanquished once and for all, because that happened at the end of the last expansion. And I didn't really know if Malgus was alive by this point. So I am very curious to see where this goes. Like I kind of mentioned earlier, Zerid Kor and Aaron Lanier are the lead characters of the actual Deceived novel that tied into the sacking of the Jedi Temple cinematic from, all those years ago in 2009 when Malgus was first introduced to us. They were recently reintroduced to Star Wars, The Old Republic, I think like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and they actually appeared in the game, like from the book into the game now, the MMO. So I have to really follow up on a lot of this and, see how things are doing, because like I said, I follow loosely as an outsider looking in because MMOs are just not for me. So this is cool. That was really cool. I'm going to watch it again. Let me know what you thought if you watched it down below. And yeah, this was just a fun thing I really wanted to do. So, okay, that was pretty cool. I'll see you guys next time. All right, take care. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.